Council of Valeria. She's dead. We have to keep looking for Leyawiin.
You traitor!
I will finish what the Longhouse Emperor started, Leviticus. I will set loose the power of the four ambitions. Lord Dagon, hear your high priest. Send forth a champion to destroy his
Use and obey. Death for the mortals!
Don't worry about me.
This might sting a
Deal
bit.
with that creature.
Try to not see, walk in this.
Councilor Leviticus, you're alive. Let me get you out of here and somewhere safe.
Vandacia. The bastard fooled us all.
Easy to get lost
Friend
in
of my sister. Come,
I think
speak
that's
with
one
me.
of my favorite parts about cities.
Now that we're out of immediate danger, I will say it is good to see you again. I only wish it was under better circumstances. I have good news, however. I deciphered the code in the documents you recovered. I'm not sure. I only translated a small bit of the code before the assault began. It mentioned a vault to protect them. which I assume to mean the ambitions. It's hidden in the Ogel Bok, but I'm not familiar with the term. Argonian, perhaps? It sounds like it, but I'm not sure. I haven't reported to Councillor Leyawiin yet. Since it looks like he wants to talk to you now, please inform him of my findings. And tell him I apologize I wasn't able to decipher her anymore. Let Councillor Leyawiin know what I deciphered from the coded document. That the vault that protects them is hidden in the Ogel Bok. I wish I had been able to finish translating all the documents before Vandacia stole. And you as well, my friend. Thank you for continuing to assist my sister. I know she can handle herself, but that doesn't mean I don't worry. I imagine he didn't think I had time to decipher any of the coded passages. I barely had a moment to look at the documents when the portals opened and his cultists burst in. Luckily, I'm very familiar with that particular code. It was my specialty. Alas, my adventuring days are long past. I'm much more comfortable these days with a quill and ink instead of a sword and shield. I'll stick around and ask if Councillor Leyawiin requires any more of my services, though.
Vandacia, a high priest of Mehrunes Dagon. Has he been a Daedric cultist all these years? I failed to see the signs, and now the counselors. They're all dead. Valeria, Sophis, Eivor. Yes, of course. The Sanctuary. I suppose this proves the Dark Brotherhood wasn't involved in the plot to murder us. What else did you uncover while you were away? It's worse than that. Vandacia wrestled the documents you acquired from the other counselors away from the scribe. Once he translates them, he may know the location of all 4 of the ambitions. Ogel Bok. I've heard that term. It's Argonian. I believe it refers to a natural formation deep in the Blackwood Marsh. But Vandacia was more familiar with that region than I know someone who can help us, though. I believe you already met her. If the term leads us to the vault, so be it. All we can do is follow the clues we've been given.
Damn. I can't believe Vandacia is a traitor and a cult leader. And he killed Valeria. Almost killed Leyawiin. He's been ahead of us the entire time. We can't let him get to the ambitions. All right, we have a plan. In the meantime, we saved Councillor Leyawiin, cleared the Dark Brotherhood of the murders, and determined Vandacia is the traitor and leader of the cult. You did good, my friend. Here, your share of... So, the information from the former councillors points to an Argonian location. Someplace called the Ogel Bok. Vandacia ran off with the documents before we could learn more. Now we need to figure out what it means before his cultists beat us to it. No, but Councillor Leyawiin has heard the term. Says it's a landmark in the Solzan territory. The document suggested it's a site connected to the 4 ambitions. Maybe where the weapons are stored? We need to consult with an expert. Governor Keshu of Gideon. Councillor Leyawiin says she knows the swamps and bogs of Blackmarsh like the back of her hand. So, can I count on you? Will you come with me to Gideon to talk to Keshu the... We'll meet up in Gideon. We can talk to Governor Keshu there. She has to know about this Ogel Bok thing. Just what I've heard. She emerged from the Black Marsh swamps and made a name for herself as a freedom fighter. Battled Dark Elf slavers along the Morrowind border. When the Okaviri invaders arrived, she took her soldiers and helped save... About 10 years ago now. Defeated the invasion and helped form the Ebonheart Pact. Even commanded the Pact army during the start of the Three Banners War. Then one day she turned in her commission. Came back to serve as Governor of Gideon. Keshu's progressive as far as Argonians go, I hear she has an interest in the history of the Argonians, but she genuinely seems committed to creating an open and enlightened community for all people in Gideon. Actually, I can't wait to talk to her. What did the spinners say? Oh yes, it's one of the 8 major cities of Blackmarsh, but its proximity to Cyrodiil makes it more imperial than Argonian. In fact, Vandacia represented the Empire in Gideon for decades. Until, well, you know. No, more of an advisor of sorts. Like the councillors here in Leyawiin. Governor Keshu is the leader of the city. Now that you mention it, very much so. After he killed Valeria.
Comrade, a word. Message for you, comrade. Comrade, I must speak with you about an urgent matter. Sees All Colors requests you make your way to her as soon as possible. She said she hopes to make use of your prize. She said you'd understand what that meant. See? Not much you do.
Cities can be just as fickle as people, but just as beautiful too.
I'll mind my own business, if you mind yours.
A bounty now rests on your head.
Better not be any blood on these. The lawn. People in Leyawiin.
All sort. Von Dacia, a cultist. Gideon will help in any way we can.
Thank you, Governor. Oh, here's my partner now.
Counselor Von Dacia, a traitor and a Daedric cultist. I can't believe he had us all fooled for so many years. But that's a matter for another time. Evely tells me you have a lead for finding these so-called ambitions. Counselor Leviticus was right to send you to me. In Argonian, Ogel Bach roughly translates as Pit of the Outsider. There is a natural formation to the south that bears the name. Unfortunately, it lies in terror. The Sul'Zan are a savage people, Nagas, who revere the forces of death and chaos. You must traverse their land to reach the Pit of the Outsider. The Nagas recognize no authority other than themselves and their leaders. They do not welcome visitors. South of Stone Wastes, in the heart of Sul'Zan territory, I suggest caution and stealth. Try to avoid starting a war with the tribe if you can at all help it. Bring whatever you find back here. Gideon will keep it safe, I assure. Ogel Bach, the Pit of the Outsider. It's a natural formation located south of Stone Wastes. Just proceed carefully, as it lies in the heart of Sul'Zan territory. I suggest you meet Evely on the outskirts of their territory and go from there. After many years of fighting, including my time as the commander of the Pact forces in the Three Banners War, I decided I had enough. Shortly after I arrived in Gideon, the governorship became available. It is my honor to serve this city. No, Blackwood and the Topal Bay region remain independent entities. We have a trade agreement with Leyawiin, but otherwise we're on our own. We hope the war stays to the north and west. Moreover, we hope it ends quickly. No, he served the Longhouse Emperors from the day they seized the Ruby Throne, eventually becoming a member of the Elder Council. Only what young Evely was telling me before you arrived. I never heard of them before today. I will, however, get my best Blackfin Legionnaires to investigate them. The Sul'Zan are brutal. Forgive me if this sounds like bragging. I was raised in a tiny village far to the south. But I was never satisfied with provincial life. I longed to learn about the ancient Argonians, to bring some of that civilization back to my people. You must have seen the stone structures in the swamp, the Zanmirs. In the ancient past, my people created great wonders, a great civilization. Then, for some reason, they abandoned it for a simpler, less complicated life. My explorations showed me the plight of my people. I fought Dark Elf slavers, raised the Blackfin Legion, battled Akaviri invaders. I helped form the Ebonheart Pact. and fought in the Alliance War. Now I only seek to govern Gideon in peace.
The claw that spills the jub bile must be the one to sop it, dry skin. Read the words and tend to this matter.
Riddles? Really? Not helpful, priest. Not helpful at all.
Never thought I'd still be alive to see the end. Yet here we are.
Over here. Let's talk. Ready to make our way into hostile territory? We need to find this pit of the outsider, see if the vault is there, and reach the ambitions before the Order of the Waking Flame beats us to them. Well, you heard Governor Keshu. This is Sulzon territory. We want to avoid contact with this hostile tribe of Argonians if at all possible, but we need to reach the pit of the outsider. Also, I had another one. Another waking vision. Happened when I got here. I think that strange book is trying to tell me something. I saw these weird cubes with symbols on them. Symbols like the ones in the book I'm carrying. I'm not sure what it all means. I want to find the vault. With any luck, we're way ahead of Vandacia and his cultists. Maybe we can get in, grab the weapons, and get back to Gideon before anyone even notices. Remember to avoid the Sulzon, but keep an eye out for the Waking Flame cultists. I wouldn't be surprised if we run into them before too long. Now, let's go find the pit of... They've got to be somewhere. Besides, we don't know exactly what Vandacia... Just what you'd expect. It's possible. They've got to be somewhere. Let's go fast.
I hope I helped.
Hey, that shouldn't be there.
Ah, little mortals. There you are, little mortal. It seems we once again find ourselves on the trail of the same mystery. I expect we can aid one another in the events that are about to unfold. Since we last met, I have been watching the activities of the Order of the Waking Flame. I followed a couple of their scouts to this location and discovered this charming Daedric vault. I believe the ambitions that you seek are locked inside. Unfortunately, the vault is warded like the Imperial annexes. Wards designed to repel Daedra, including me. Remove the wards and open the way, and we will both have our curiosity satisfied. When the Wood Elf and I crossed paths when she first learned of Leyawiin's secret, I sensed something unusual about her. It's the book she carries. It's an ancient and powerful tome of questionable. I believe the book to be the Mysterium Xarxis, a tome penned by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Or so they say. Whatever the truth of its origins, the tome is both powerful and dangerous. Evely must place it on the lectern to disable the wards. I dealt with one of the scouts. She will not bother anyone again. The other may have slipped away while I was studying the vault's exterior. So I suggest you pick up the pace. Remember, while the wards are in place, none of us can enter the vault. Use the book the Wood Elf carries to disable them and open the way. Once the wards are down, I shall meet you inside. Now hurry! The Waking Flame... You cannot see it. The exquisite workmanship. The otherworldly crafting. This vault was not forged by mortal hands. In fact, I believe it was constructed in the lava crucibles of the Deadlands. It was curiosity, little mortal. How else am I to fill the endless days of immortality? I collect secrets, and I long to learn the truth of the Longhouse Emperors and their mysterious bargain with the Prince of Destruction. Now, need is such a specific word. I do not need anything, little mortal. I am quite content to find a new distraction and leave your pitiful world to the Prince of Destruction. However, if you do decide to open the vault, I shall aid you as I can. The wards not only serve as powerful locks, they are designed to specifically keep Daedric entities such as myself from passing through them. While merely an annoyance for a mortal, to me, the wards are deadly. Enough. Dagonists and Dremora familiar with such things say it was scribed in the deserts of the Deadlands. I did some research after I sensed the Wood Elf had it. An artifact of great and evil power, it is said that merely handling it could be dangerous. That I do not know.
All right, I'm placing the book as Lyrinth suggested. You check out those cubes.
Well done, little mortal. Now I must explore.
open the door and Lyranth just rushes ahead without us? Figures. Well, I guess we should start looking around too. It all comes back. Like I didn't... Another warded door ahead of us. There's another ward on the door ahead. Ready? Only one way to find out. Then here we go. The book is really tingling. Get ready to turn the book. It's almost as though it wants to help us open the door. That did something. Keep going. You match the same symbol. Never mind. We need to lower that drawbridge. We can get across. Really? Lava and an ominous sky? Oblivion sounds weird.
wondering where you had gotten to. I need you once again. Little mortal, I can proceed no farther. Another ward bars my way. Deal with it, will you? Yes, this interior is littered with the damn nuisances. Disrupt it so that we can continue our search. I do not believe we have much time before the Dagonists arrive. Very perceptive. The construction is imbued with a magic that allows the vault to behave as if it were a small pocket of oblivion. In a way, I suppose it is. Those exterior portions you pass through, that's where the Deadlands... It's all part of Mehrunes Dagon's master plan. He believes Nirn belongs to him, and he has long sought a way to combine his Oblivion realm with the mortal world. Perhaps the ambitions are another step in that direction.
Another ward. Damn! I'll place the book. You turn the cubes. All this protection.
How's this, sister?
More dramatic, Destron. More panache.
Kalia, just make sure it actually looks like me this time.
Oh, brother. I always capture the real you. People? Where are the Daedric weapons?
Who are these intruders?
I sense the cultists. Wood Elf, check the other side of those doors.
Careful, brother. They look dangerous. Dangerous? We're heroes! All right, Leyawiin. I'll scout ahead. You talk to them, partner. I knew I felt something strange, like glass shattering in the distance. Who are you, and why have you disrupted the wards? The four ambitions? A curious phrase. Pray tell, what are these four ambitions you seek? Weapons? We have no weapons here, at least none that I'm aware of. Feel free to look around if you like.
Explain yourself. Who are you, and why have you invaded our sanctum? Four ambitions? As in an earnest desire, or something to aspire to? How can an idea such as that also be a thing? Weapons? There are no weapons here. Just my sister, Kalia, myself, and our caretakers. Teachers used to visit in the past, and the Emperor. But we haven't seen another living soul in many years. Look around if you must. Do you mind? Those are my personal thoughts.
Destron says my talent has improved.
Interesting. A totem revering Mehrunes Dagon, I believe.
Hey! We've got trouble! I need you! Vandasia's cultists have arrived. We need a plan. Portals opened all around me, and suddenly there were cultists. Well, we did take down all the wards that protected this place. I put arrows in as many of Vandasia's crazies as I... deeper into the vault. Damn!
For Mehrunes Dagon!
Nonsense, child. You are an ambition. The High Priest has great plans for you.
What should we do?
Exactly what we were trained
I think we may have found those weapons.
Those people! They wanted to take us away!
Yes, but I never saw him unleash that much raw power in a single burst, or against living targets. Obviously, our training has served us well. Destron has always been more powerful, but if you're asking if I can defend myself, I won't let anyone take us from here without our permission.
They wanted to take us away. Me and my sister, I couldn't let them do that. You think so? When they charged in here and demanded we go with them, I just had a bad feeling. I really didn't mean to obliterate them like that. I'll have to take your word for it. With our sanctum breached and our caretakers dead, we can't stay here. We'll go with you, if that's all.
And so the secret finally becomes clear. The ambitions aren't just weapons. They are mortals of a sort. Obviously, these two have been imbued with immense... The mystery intrigued me. I wanted to know what the ambitions were and why the Dagonist wanted them. Now I know. Or at least, now I have some idea. Vandacia is a mortal problem, best dealt with by mortals. In the meantime, I wish to look into how these ambitions gain their...
Destron and Kalia, the twins. They're the ambitions. Well, at least there are two of them. I have to say, I did not expect the weapons to be people. Whatever. Vandacia and his cult still want to get their hands on them. Obviously, we have to protect them. Get them somewhere safe. Especially since we're the ones who unlocked their vault and gave the cultists a way to get inside. Good question. Leyawiin is still reeling from the cult's last assault, but Governor Keshu offered to help. I say we take the twins to Gideon. After that, we can figure out how to locate and secure the other two ambitions. Come with me, you two. It's not safe here anymore.
You want us to go outside?
Time to say goodbye to this place, Kalia. It will be a new adventure.
These two will be safe here in Gideon. You did well to bring these twins to Gideon. I will make sure that they are well protected. Is it true, though, what Evely told me? These are the ambitions you saw. Yes, Evely was telling me about that. Daedric weapons and the god. Feed them, provide them with a place to rest. We'll keep them safe. But I suggest you discuss as I told.
Well, we found... Not yet, but I'm... Well, not yet. No.
This letter is for you, mercenary.
Well, what does the letter say? Well, an anonymous...